guys, it's great to be back. I'm really excited to be here. I hope that you are too. You are absolutely rocking this online journey. I'm loving seeing your creations and I'm loving the time I get to spend with you on Zoom. I hope that you're enjoying the journey too. This week we're going to be talking about this COVID-19 virus and what we think it looks like. It could be a whole bunch of different things in your mind. I know I've seen a lot of pictures, and you probably have too, of little spiky balls. It's sort of the microscopic view of the virus. Those can be quite fun, and we can turn that into some fun stuff. What else could the virus look like to you? It could look like someone coughing or sneezing. Have a think. There's a whole lot of different things. It doesn't have to be anything that I've suggested, but think about what the virus looks like to you, because I'm going to get you to draw it a little bit later. So here we go with step one. So the way you're going to set up is with a pencil, just a plain pencil, and a piece of paper that you have stuck to a cupboard or a door. But now listen, here's the key. You can't just go stick something up and then you pull it off and the press stick pulls off the paint. So you have to ask an adult first, please, where you may stick something up. I don't want to get into trouble with your parents, see? So what we're going to do now, once you've got this set up, is we're going to learn the technique that prepares us for free drawing, okay? And what we do in that technique is we work with our pencil held like this. Not like this, like at school, like this, okay? We're holding our pencil like this, and we're working with a straight arm. You're not going to bend that arm to draw at all. We're going to work with a straight arm, and we're going to learn, practice doing shapes, okay? So you're going to practice your shape here, say a circle, and then you're going to start drawing it. Alright, there's my circle, okay? I've just made that shape with my shoulder. Do you see that? Now I would like to put a triangle in. So there, I'm imagining that's the angle of my triangle, and that and that. So I'm going to use my straight arm, straight line, and off I go. There's a triangle. Now, what other shape shall we put in? How about a square? Let's put a square down here. Straight arm, straight line, sort of straight line. Straight arms, straight lines. Okay? So, we're going to keep doing that. The reason we're doing that is as you straighten your arm and you try to make these shapes, you're feeling the shape in a different way. It's not just hunched up over your desk and drawing it like you usually would. You get to feel the shape, and when you do that, you're accessing a different part of your brain that lets you think creatively. Alright, so what I want you to do is practice this and practice it and practice it. You're going to fill your page with shapes. So I'm going to carry on here a little bit. I think I need a rectangle over here. Nice straight one. That's not very straight, but that's okay. Then I think I want a spirally sort of a thing here. So I'm going to practice my spiral first, and then I'm going to come back in, keeping my arm straight. I'm going with a spiral. What other shape shall we put in? How about a diamond? Let's try a diamond, or a kite. Let's see what we get. I think a kite is more fun. So a kite shape is different to a diamond shape, only in that the bottom is longer. Alright, so I want you to keep doing that. I'm going to fill my page with some more patterns, and then let's see where we finish up. But fill your page for me. Now that we've got this crazy page full of shapes and lines and patterns, I want us to take some time to color it in. I've got your average set of coloring in pencils here, and I want you to color each shape. Let's just start with the blue here that I've picked up. Each little space that has a line around it. So you see this little space is completely closed off from anything else. I'm going to make it blue. Then how about we make the next one purple, because I love purple. Let's make it this one here. Now, what I want you to do as you go, you're going to color in this whole thing, and what will happen is you're going to land up with a fun and quite colorful masterpiece, I reckon. There is one rule, and one rule only. You cannot have any one color touching the same color somewhere. So by that I mean I can't put purple here again, or blue actually, and I can't put blue in there, and I can't put purple here, but I could put blue here because that won't touch that blue, and I could put purple there because that's not going to touch that. I hope that makes sense to you. The other thing that I suggest you do is take your pencil that you were working with to draw originally on the page, and just go off the edges of the page if you haven't yet. Okay, just go right off the edges of the page so that you have definite lines and places to stop coloring. Wow, look how that turned out. I'm super chuffed with that. I'd like to thank my trusty sidekick, Sarah, for jumping in and finishing this one for us. Thanks, Sarah.
You're so welcome.
How did you find it?
It was quite fun. Sometimes it was hard to find colours to put next to each other that weren't the same. But otherwise it was really fun.
Cool. It's turned out beautifully. Thank you. Okay, now that you're finished with that lovely colourful masterpiece, we're going to carry on up here against the cupboard. Now we're going to draw a representation of the virus. So I'd like you to do the one that I'm doing as an exercise, and then if you'd like to, more than that, draw exactly what you think the virus looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go with a circle. I'm going to feel the circle shape. I think I've got my size wrong. There we go. I want to size it down a little bit. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go with that as my circle. Not perfect, but that's fine. We're not looking for perfect here. Now what I want you to do is use your mind's eye to cut this circle in half vertically. Okay? This is vertical and this is called horizontal. So vertically, in my mind, I'm cutting the circle in half. And above where that whole half line would go through, I'm going to draw a longish line there and a longish line opposite it. So I've kind of cut the circle in half there. I'm going to do the same going horizontally. So nice straight on. Did you see I nearly bent my arm and went in there? Right, straight on, longish line out, longish line out. Okay, now we're going to do the same diagonally. Okay, so out of here, halfway between this one and this one, we're going to cut that circle into half this way and half this way. So here goes my line, longish line, and then this way we're going to go longish line and longish line. Right now, what have we got? A spiky weirdness, right? Let's make it even more spiky weird. Now we're going to come in with lines that are about half of the length of this, and they're going to come in halfway between each of these lines. So about halfway between this line, I think it's about there, I'm going to do half of the length. Okay? And I'm going to keep doing that the whole way around. Right, and then once we've done that the whole way around, I am going to take you to my desk and we're going to work more on it there. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw next to these lines that we drew. Do you see I've kept about an even space there? I'm going to keep that even space between the original artwork and my new line there, and an even space there. And then when we get to this one, we're just going to draw a little blob, because, you know, I think it needs a blob at the end of it. Same thing here, try and keep your lines sort of even, and blob. And there we go. And there you have it. The fun part about freehand drawing is it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, I think this virus needs a face. And my virus is not at all scary because, well, it's a bit crazy. So my virus needs 3 eyes. I don't know what your virus needs, but mine needs 3 crazy eyes. And how about a V-shaped mouth? It's definitely got to be skew off the eyes line because, you know, it's crazy. Right, to fill in this area of your virus, the virus's face, we're going to use the shapes that you've been practicing on the stand-up board, and we're going to fill the virus's face. Here we have our finished product, our cartoonified virus, and hey, check at that! It doesn't look that scary, does it? For super cool art stuff, remember to go to Art with Francie's website. That's www.francie.co.za. Okie dokes. I hope that from that crazy artwork that you've seen that this virus doesn't have to be so scary. Yes, we must take it seriously. Yes, we must look after ourselves. We must sanitize. We must mask up. We must do everything we can to protect the people that we love. But there's no point living in fear of it. So I hope that the crazy representation of the virus has made you realize that. I also would love to see what the virus looks like for you. So go and use that freehand drawing technique with a lovely straight arm out and show me what it looks like for you if you've got any other ideas. I look forward to seeing you on Zoom. Bye!